This idea came up right when the economy had crashed in 09, 08, 09.
Yep.
And there were a lot of small restaurants that were closing, yet large chains were still open and doing just fine. So this is kind of a way to incentivize people to visit those local restaurants, those individually owned, locally owned and operated venues.
I cried every night for 3 months straight, just crying, because sales just wasn't my gig. I'm a behind the scenes, behind the computer kind of person, and
but she doesn't admit how good she actually is at it.
No,
Yes.
no, it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible because it was that first year, and you're trying to sell a product that doesn't quite exist.
It doesn't exist.
We had a lot of plain coasters that we would take in, and we're like, and we got a plain tin that we kind of like printed something on a coaster and smacked that on top. They're like, this is what the idea is. So, are you gonna be able to commit to this and help us get this off the ground? It was very challenging that first year.
So that was year one. How have you got? Did you want to say?
I just wanted to add, probably one of the other biggest challenges that first year is 2 weeks before we were going to go to print, we had 2 restaurants pull out. And I
don't remember that. I don't even want to hear you utter that.
It was horrible. And I can remember saying, are we really doing this? Like, is this all just going to go? 2 weeks before,
I fired all my clients. I really don't have a choice.
Yeah,
and necessity propels you. I think too when you own your own business. It's if you commit to it and you're committed and you're all in, you make it work and you find a way to make it work. And we weren't taking no for an answer at that point.
Yeah, we were so far down the path.
Yeah, when you put all your chips in the middle of the table, you just find a way to figure it out.
And I'm very much the kind of person too. I don't know how you are. I don't know you have a better head on your shoulders. I put all my eggs in one basket, and if that basket doesn't work out, then I move all those eggs to the next basket. But I never diversify. I'm either all in or not. And after the tears, it worked out.
What are you guys most proud of? With what you've created here.
There's a lot there. I like that we know it works. This has genuinely, if someone is removed or they don't do this for a year, they notice it. It works for the restaurants. We get paid to do it, so we win. We have a cash incentive. The restaurants win, but then there's the other piece, which is we have given back over $300,000. We're 2 people. Over $300,000 we have donated to schools, nonprofits through in-kind donations and fundraising events. So everyone wins. I love that, and this is what I think is so rare about the product. On the whole linear and it's scalable. It's all these things, but it works. It works on every level, and everyone wins. And I know that's so cliche in business that it's a win-win. Everyone wins with this, and that's what I think has been so great about it, that it's a turnkey and it works.
And to your point about the fundraisers with schools, we had started this to try and impact schools that way, but that has been such a key component for us. I mean, being able to contribute back to schools has been so fun. One of my favorite conversations with a school fundraiser coordinator was, they had raised $5,000 or $7,000 or something like that
in a matter of a week.
In a matter of 2 weeks, through doing this, and she said we were able to buy computers for our computer room or whatever it was, only because we did this fundraiser. This has impacted us definitely, and in a very impactful way. So.